Yeah, we were discussing about the different stress management techniques. Now, you have been taught about the stress resistant personalities, where we spoke about the concept, the features of hardiness, which is the three C's: commitment, control, and challenge. You have to see all the stresses that are there in front of you as a challenge. You have to take it as a challenge. And when you take it as a challenge, you are completely committed to that. You give your 100% to it. You are focused. And in this process, you know that you have a complete control. You have a control on yourself. You have a control on your technique of working. Now, it is not possible for everyone to have these features of 3C or the features of hardiness. So, what we need to do is we need to develop certain life skills which will help us to deal with these stress factors or the stressors in a much better way. So, what are the different life skills? The first one, which is there in the list, is assertiveness. To be assertive makes your work much easier. To be able to say no if you don't want to do it, to be able to put forth your ideas, to be able to understand others, like be confident, communicate clearly with others. This makes your work much easy and you can put forth things. Otherwise, if you say yes for some work and you are actually not good at it, what happens? You have trouble, you are unable to do it, you try more and more, and then you might fail, and then it can cause more pain. The next one, which is there in the list, is the time management. How do we manage time? So much of work and so less time. At times we feel that 24 hours is not enough. We should have 48 hours in a day. Even then the work will not get over. It's so much. Basically, what we have to do is we have to change our perception of time. You have to see things in a much more realistic way. You have to see that the work which is to be done by this time. This is the time limit, and I have to divide my work into slots so that I can complete one and start with the other one. Third is rational thinking. Rational thinking is somewhat related to the feedback or cognitive behavior therapy techniques, where you have to be very rational in judging your results. What problems you have and how you're going to deal with it. The way you think and the way you feel are closely related. So you have to think in a positive way, and your action will also be positive. So you will managing with that stress which is there in front of you in a much better way. Okay, some of the principles of rational thinkings are challenging your distorted thinking. You will challenge your distorted thinking and irrational beliefs, driving out potentially intrusive, negative, anxiety-provoking thoughts and making positive statements. Next comes improving relationship, and I have been talking about social support in almost all my classes. How important it is to have a friend, how important it is to have someone who will listen to you when you want to share something, you want to speak. Having friends, having relatives, maintaining a very good relationship is very important. because we all need to communicate. The more you communicate, the more you share your problems, and better will be your ways of handling things. So, less will be the stress factors in your life. Next is self care. As we have discussed then, that when we are in stress, we forget about taking care of ourselves. We forget about the timetable which we used to follow. We forget about the kind of food which we used to do. We don't exercise. We don't, at times, people don't comb their hair properly. They forget about makeup and all. There is nothing. You can just look at that person and make sure that something is wrong. So we completely forget about taking care of ourselves. We have to be careful about ourselves. We have to take a lot of care of how I am feeling physically and emotionally. You have to be very strong, and you have to continue with your daily routine, your exercises, your healthy food habits, and all that. Induce a lot of self love in you. Next, which is coming up, is the overcoming unhelpful habits. 3 unhelpful habits. One is perfectionism, although it gives good result, but it causes a lot of damage to the person. Avoidance and procrastination. 3 important things. Perfectionism is something where we want our effort to be the best possible effort and the result to be like once in lifetime result, the best. Nothing can be beyond that. So in that process, what we do, we keep on doing the thing again and again, redoing what is done again, and in that process we are wasting time, we are wasting our energy, we are doing a lot more than what was to be done. So we have to check this habit of overdoing things also. Next is avoidance. Many of us put all the problems under the carpet and we think that the problem will be solved. The problem is never solved like that. You have to face the problem. You have to take it as a challenge. You have to work towards it. Last is procrastination, which majority of the people do. We think that okay, I'll do it. I have a week. I'll do it. Tomorrow, one day I'm rest. Today I'm taking a rest. Tomorrow I will surely start the work. And then tomorrow comes, we tell ourselves, no. We'll do it. Again tomorrow comes. So this tomorrow is tomorrow, and in that process you have just maybe 6 hours left to complete the work. And there will be so much of stress. Like you keep on not doing your work, and the work piles up at the weekend. On a daily basis, if you complete your work, it will not happen things will not happen like that. You will not have so much of things lined up. Instead, you will be setting small targets and you will be completing your work in that short phase of time. So after this overcoming unhealthful habit comes diet. What you eat. Diet is so important. And that is why there are so many dietitians are there, nutritionists are there, who takes care of people who are not used to have healthy diet. You should also be careful about what you eat. During stress, we have a habit of eating a lot of fats, salts and sugar. So we should be careful about it. And instead, we should eat something which is healthy, which is going to give you more of energy and will keep your stomach also in a better state instead of acidity and all those things. Next is a very important part of life skills is the exercise. What kind of exercise you are doing? If it is aerobic, it gives you energy, instant energy. If you are used to yoga, do yoga at least 30 minutes, 4 times a week. All of us, we need to exercise. We need to walk, skipping, walking, running, jogging, cycling. All these will help you to reduce your stress. After exercise comes positive attitude. If you start all your work, even if it is a very like it's a threat, the threat which is there in front of you, you are not prepared for it, but you start with a positive attitude. Tell yourself that yes, I will be able to do it, and then you start doing it. And what happens? You end up doing it in a very nice way, in a very, very positive manner. After that comes positive thinking. You know how positive attitude is related to positive thinking. So, more positive you think, the results are also positive. Next is social support. We have discussed about social support before also. Share with people, develop like friendship, communicate, share if you are not feeling okay. The that is very important. Talk to someone. And social support can be in form of tangible support also, where like you are absent, you couldn't go to school, so one of your friends sends all the notes and all the details. Those kind of support also helps a lot. Okay, so with all these life skills, I'm sure all of you are going to benefit a lot, and you're going to lead a healthy life. Thank you.